So we've been under tremendous mind control for such a long time. We still are under intense control. And the Masons are, again, in their own publications will tell you there was a Masonic push to have universal education, the same education worldwide, to standardize to a bunch of schmucks who will never question reality. Who accept reality as it's presented to them from birth. And that's what good management means. The schmucks don't know they're schmucks. When you see them, the people coming out of colleges and universities, they wear the cloak. You see, the cloak used to be always black for Saturn. Now they use red ones. I've noticed they're very popular. A sort of pinkish red, actually, which is maybe more telling for both sexes. And if you're an architect, you see, or an engineer, you understand technical drawings. You see things in a way differently from other people, because most people see the solid front of an object. They don't see the different aspects, the front view, the top view, the side view. They don't picture it in their minds, but the architect does. And of course, when you're wearing the little hod, as the brick masons call it, where they use a where they carried the bricks up the ladder. That's where they put them on. And that square there represents that, you see. A little squaring off the head. So the round head is not natural, the rolling stone. And the perfect squared head, you see, the ashlar, they call it in masonry, is now perfected. So nature wasn't good enough. By themselves, they will perfect nature, and that's what they say in masonry. They're here to perfect that which was left imperfect. Well, guess what that means? Everything, including you. And if you look from the top view, of course, on one of these little square-headed people with the gowns on, the dresses, you'll see that. You'll see the square, and if you were to see the head beneath it, you see the square, the circle, but in the middle is squaring off the circle. See, that's what it means. Squaring off the circle, squaring off your brain. A brick in the wall. And it really means that you've got a quality approval stamp on you by those who run the system, that they've dumbed you down and you're now stupid enough to work in their system and fork over 40-50% of your earnings to them. In the old days, they needed a few slave drivers. Slave drivers take away from your profit. And who watches the slave drivers? You see, so we are self-maintained slaves through money that we think is natural, like gravity, simply because it exists in our time when we're going to live. And that's how easy it is to control us. We are self-maintained slaves. We're trained for one thing, that's work in a system to produce and consume. And whether you're producing or consuming, with all of the sales tax, you're still paying lots of tax money. And of course that goes back to this, the elite, of course, who use the money for big projects, which we all supposedly call public projects, big huge projects like building railroads across continents, and gasworks in Britain, waterworks and roadways. And then when they have it all working and all the problems are, and out they sell it to each other for peanuts. You see, that's called progress. And the schmucks keep doing it. We've watched this done through the centuries, and Europe. These huge projects were built up by the taxpayer. We're all working for the common good, the common good. And then, gee whiz, one day to tell you, we can't go on like this, you know, it's too expensive. We need to be professional people, more professional people with a motive, a profit motive to take care of. It's only incentive to make things work. So they put it up for a raffle, and of course one of the handful of the elite Masonic bodies gets to win it for peanuts. So it's a beautiful world, this road to progress. This destiny of progress. And it's never been defined to the public exactly where you're going, and that's not by chance. Although it is told to you legally through movies and novels, and even songs, because that's called predictive programming, because legally they must tell you what they're doing. And they do all the time in the movies and novels and music. Plato described the whole technique. Today we call it a form of indoctrination, predictive programming. Which means that through fiction, or through when you think you're enjoying yourself, through being entertained, undercover, and enter. Tin comes from tin, the cover. When you're under the cover, your sensor part of your mind is not working. And when it's not working, you're unaware that you're being downloaded like a computer. And so all the little emotional techniques that you use, and you're identifying with the hero or the female with the heroine, there's people in between these days. And all that kind of stuff. Once you start identifying with the characters, they've got you, because they can take you anywhere, no matter what that character does, because as long as you identify this much with them, they can take you that much into where they want you to go emotionally. And so when the real things start to happen in your own life, you say, well, this is kind of familiar to me. And you don't object to it. because you're thinking, well, I guess it's the only way we could go in society in this particular area. I guess it's a natural evolution. But no, your mind was prepared because these guys are the shepherds, you know. They have another bunch of slaves and scientists that work for them who do this mind control business, and they farm us to an extent. First of all, they know what they want to grow in this field, what kind of crop they want to grow, and how high, and how many.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it. Write for Pollution Booklet Box 1771, Radio City Station, New York.